Okie doke. So now let's have an argument. Because, firstly, I will say, I wrote this week's review of Mandalorian because it was so much better than last week's, which was... Oh, he's gone.
I'm still here.
He's taking his clothes off. He's taking his clothes off and greasing himself up, ready for the Mandalorian talk.
You wish.
Because it was so much better than last week's, I gave it a 4. 4 was being generous. It deserved maybe a 3, 3.5. But I still thought it was a much better episode than last week. But Matt, you disagreed.
I enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I made no secret of that, and I got slagged off for it. I thought episode, was it 3, that went on to that...
The doctor bloke.
Side mission, yeah, whatever. It was all right. It didn't really make sense, but whatever. This one I just thought was fucking ridiculous.
There were moments of stupidity.
Absolutely ridiculous. Well, I don't even mind the stupidity. Like I said to you with the first couple of episodes, I quite enjoyed the little puppets and practical effects. I brought a smile to my face, and I'm not ashamed to say that, even though I should be. But this was just like... They travelled all this way to the bottom of this nest, and they was like, we can't land too close because it would hear us, and then spend the evening below the nest having a bonfire and chatting. The fucking thing's like 100 foot above them. And then they're climbing up the rock using their pistols. So that's all going while they're climbing up the rock, and then they get there. And then where's this kid been? This pterodactyl thing turns up.
That's what got me.
What has it been in its gut all night? Where's it been? Because these got here. So where's this thing
There's precedent. There's precedent for that. Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc.
See, that's not even an argument.
And then at the end, when they pulled these 3 giant babies out of this spaceship, and I'm like, so hold on, you've got 3 giant baby pterodactyls in this spaceship, as well as about 8 Mandalorians and your armor and your jetpacks in the same ship that we just saw that could basically fit about 3 people in. And I was just like, this is just rubbish, it's shit. I couldn't be bothered with it. I was amazed you gave it 4 stars.
Yeah, what has happened in Mandalorian?
So this week, in Mandalorian this week, they are at the Mandalorian training camp where they're all, doing their bow hunting skills and everything else and whatnot. First of all, Grogu takes on another foundling, which was, I don't want to say stupid. Ridiculous. It was badly done because it seems like Mando wants Grogu to grow up to be a Mandalorian. So we're going to have a cute little helmet with big ears coming out the side of it.
Ears sticking out, yeah.
Which he's never allowed to take off. And with those ears, he won't be able to. And there was a fight there. Like I say, the fight wasn't great. Somebody compared it to the whole fight. They said it was as bad as the fight in Attack of the Clones with Yoda and...
It made Attack of the Clones look like something Bruce Lee would make. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, Baby Yoda needs to stay in his little carriage and occasionally force stuff. That's how
you see where he's done that force jump? They basically it's like fucking Kermit the Frog. Someone just like threw it in the air and just filmed it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he couldn't do that with the Jedi stuff and everything. Unfortunately, it just looks ridiculous.
Yes.
In Attack of the Clones, I thought it worked quite well. And I will stand by that the Yoda and Count Dooku fight is... Yeah. Oh. I thought that was all right. I thought it was quite well done. I mean, it was ridiculous that he kind of hobbles in and then it's like, no, I'm on, and when he's floating around in his little hovering wheelchair and it's like, you lazy bastard, I know you can jump. I've seen you do it,
Yeah, exactly.
Baby Yoda is now getting to a point where it is a ridiculous character.
Yeah.
I completely understand what they did in the first 2 series, but now,
didn't have an issue,
when he was building his ship in Book of Boba Fett, and it had the dome on the back, it was like, what's the dome on the back for?
Yeah.
I miss the bigger ship. That was because how's he going to be a bounty hunter? They established in the very first episode he's a bounty hunter, so he goes in and he carbon freezes, which it's a little weird, but fine. Yeah, he carbon freezes these guys and hangs them up in his ship, and he has to have extra room in his ship because he's a bounty hunter. He's got to bring back guys, but and he's got to live on that ship. You can't do that on a starfighter. That's just ridiculous. And so I'm like going, okay. I mean, it's like trading in, a private jet for an F-14. It's like a private jet. You could actually live on a private jet. You can't do that with an F-14. So we're 4 episodes in now, right? And what has happened? Mando goes to bathe in the waters. He proves that and gets back. What's her name? Sees him at the store, and he proves that, gets back into the clan or whatever.
Yeah.
And Bo-Katan is possibly willing to be a part of the clan. That can all be done in 1 episode. We need 4 episodes to do that.
It's like somebody on, funny enough, the guy who did the edit for Obi-Wan, the movie edit for Obi-Wan, which made the series so much better, he said, where's the narrative going? Because, I mean, again, in sort of series 1, you had, the whole relationship between him and Grogu, and that kind of developed, and then the end of season 2 obviously led to Luke. Whereas this is just kind of, where's it going? Is Bo-Katan going to then get the Kree to go back to Mando and they're going to fight Mythosaur? Is it? I don't know, because who knows? There's no investment in the characters or where they're going or their arc or anything.
Yeah, I don't know what's the end goal here. Like Picard season 3, I know what the end goal is, even though I don't know every single mystery. The end goal is defeat the Changelings, bring back, free the Federation from this that is infected it, so to speak. Get rid of this shadow organization that's taking over the Federation. I know what the end goal is. I don't know what the end goal is here. I don't know what he's trying. I thought the end goal was going to be like to get back into the clan. I thought that was going to be the arc for the season. He's going to have to do a lot of different things, but that's done. He's back in the clan. Okay, so what does the clan want to do? The clan doesn't seem to have any interest in going back to Mandalore because they think Mandalore is effed up.
Now, I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and she said to me, did Bo-Katan take the Darksaber off Mando when he was in that cage on Mandalore? So he's in this cage, he's having his blood extracted.
Yeah, she used it to, I think, fight off the robot spider creature, cyber, whatever.
Because again,
that's just it. I don't remember. I don't care. None of it makes any sense because I don't know.
That's what I'm saying is, in the last series, it was all about this Darksaber that she had to win it in combat, and so she could take back Mandalore and everything else. And then, like now, it's kind of who's got it? Not sure. What is she going to do? Don't know. And it's just kind of, why
she acts like she doesn't even want it.
Yeah. It's just, that's why I think. What's his name? That Salek said earlier about. Let me just find his comment a minute. He said earlier. Oh, yeah, there you go. John, as in John Favreau, threw up his hands and said, "Do what you want. I'm going to make Ahsoka and leave me alone." So I think he's been more vested in Ahsoka than he has with Mando season 3.
Well, the big mistake was bringing back Grogu. When Disney went, oh shit, and Sedek said it here, right here. You got to sell that Disney merchandise. Grogu was a cash cow. And I get why. I mean, I didn't have a problem with, my wife bought one when we went to Disney World last year. And I'm like going, okay, I get why. I get why this was such a big deal. I get why he blew up. And I enjoyed the character. I enjoyed the whole thing. And it had an arc, and they completed the arc, and it was great. And then, oh, God, what? We got to bring it back in. Okay, we'll bring it back in Boba Fett, and then he'll just be there in season 3 without any explanation. So you better see Boba Fett, and we got to keep that streaming money coming in and all that. It's like there's no artistic or story reason to bring back Grogu. There's no compelling reason to bring back Grogu.
Money.
And he's not expressive enough or articulate enough to understand why he wanted to go back to Mando. Because all he does is grunt and make cooing noises and look cute.
There's no...
He doesn't...
And at first it was cute because, that's the character. But now that he is kind of developing, you at least need something out of him that you can understand him as a character. And you're not getting any of that at all.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he wants or why he wants to be there or anything. It's like, well, you got to start having him talk. And he's 50 years old. He should be able to fucking talk. I don't care what the species, how old it is. Just give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah, if he can walk and throw stupid paintball guns and jump around like a fucking idiot, I'm sure he can mumble a couple of words.
So
he was in his 30s when the Jedi Temple got taken over, for Christ's sake.
Oh, of course, we had that ridiculous flashback as well.
All right, okay, so we're going to segue that. So, yeah, there's a flashback where Grogu was in the Jedi Temple on Order 66 kicked off, and he was saved by, I can't think of his name now, Tequila
Ahmed
or something. But basically, Ahmed Best, who played Joe, I kept looking at the actor and thinking, I know him. Where do I know him from? And I didn't look it up when I was watching it, and it came up with the end credits, and it was like Ahmed Best. Ahmed Best, right? Okay. And again, apart from the fact that I liked the fact that the whoever it was, the clones, basically were so intent on killing a Jedi, they were quite happy to destroy half the city to get him, and blowing up buildings and bridges and cars and everything else. But I mean,
so much safer with the Empire.
Yeah, tell me about it. We got insurance. It's fine. I thought that bit was okay. Apart from the only thing that annoyed me about that was just really stupid, was the Bark speeder, which obviously had a sidecar for Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Why when it came out,
a regular speeder, just a speeder car, like they always have.
So I didn't mind that, but people keep saying, "Oh, it's so good to see Ahmed Best has been what's the word I'm looking for?
Redeemed."
Yeah, and it was like, I don't think it was that good. No. You know that and whatnot.
Thank you for watching this excerpt from Outpost Frequencies. Tune in live every Sunday at noon Central Time or 6 o'clock UK time. And also, remember to come to lastmovieoutpost.com for all your latest in movie news, streaming news, and everything cool about film. We are the cool news now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next stream.